is way cheaper than other countries, and you can come in with your family, and also you're eligible for skilled migrant category residence visa after completion of your studies. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dinma, and today I'll be talking about studying in New Zealand. A very good bachelor's degree can secure you a PhD position in one of the 7 major universities in New Zealand, and these universities are University of Canterbury, 2 University of Otago or Otago, anyone, Otago. 3 Victoria University of Wellington. 4 Mercy University. 5 University of Auckland. 6 University of Waikato. And 6 Lincoln University. This university, as I mentioned, they are not called based on top to bottom. No, I just called different, but they are the 7 major universities in New Zealand that if you have a very good bachelor's degree, you can secure a PhD position in one of these universities. New Zealand has one of the most affordable PhDs in the world compared to other countries like Canada, United Kingdom, USA, Australia, and other many European countries. All PhD students in New Zealand are considered as domestic students. So instead of them paying the 33,000 New Zealand dollars, they get to pay between 7,000 to 8,500 New Zealand dollars, depending on the program. This is more than 24,000 New Zealand dollars off your tuition, and this is without scholarship. That's most of international students that find it difficult to get scholarship. This is the best option for you. So 24,000 New Zealand dollars off your tuition. So you're just paying between 7,000 to 8,500 New Zealand dollars. So it's way affordable compared to other countries when going for PhD without a scholarship. With proof of fund of 8 million naira, you are good to go. This is way cheaper than other countries, and you can come in with your family, and also you're eligible for skilled migrant category residence visa on completion of your studies. At the end of this video, I will talk about how to relocate to New Zealand through work visa and to convert it to residence visa. So keep watching to the end, and please, if you've not subscribed, please hit on the subscription button, like and share. Apart from universities, New Zealand has colleges and institutes that you can study level 4 to level 7 courses. Tuition fees are not exorbitant. Go for courses that are on the green list, such as agriculture, care work, transportation, and etc. On completion, you're eligible to apply for a care workforce visa to residence visa if you secure a job with an accredited employer. This country offers post-study work permit for level 7 courses and above. This ranges from 2 to 3 years and gives you enough time to search for a job that can get you on track to residence. There is also the job search visa option. Schooling in New Zealand is one of the surest routes to residence. As I've always said, the best route to go to any country is studies. When you go through schooling, you have the surest way to become a permanent resident and a citizen. You can go through work or anything, but it's just that going through work, you might get you might get there and you'll be surprised or you'll be disappointed that that career you chose is not the surest path to get residence. So many limitations. But once you go through studies, as you are studying, you're already studying the country, knowing where to put your head, like knowing the career to go. Because once you're going to a country to study, you're not just going there to study, you're going there to think about becoming a permanent resident. So as you're schooling, you're already studying the country, studying their laws and their policies. So once you are done schooling, you know the career to go, because you know as you are done studying, or you are while studying, You have ideas, but while working, when you go through work, you've already entered the system. Like, you've already entered the system. You don't need no time to study the system. So it is better when you're going to a country through work visa, study the country before you go. But if you're going through studies, as you are studying, you have the opportunity to study the country, then know the route to go to. So that's why I keep saying that study is the best route and the surest route to enter any country as an immigrant, and New Zealand is one of them. And it must not be a PhD. You must not go into New Zealand with PhD. Just that PhD is very affordable and easy. You can go through bachelor's, masters, but the most important thing is that the main thing to consider is that you have to choose a course that is in the green list. Once you get the course on the green list, you are sure of getting an in-demand job, which is a good track in getting a residence visa. So the most important thing, that as you are going in for any other course apart from PhD, like if you're going in for masters or bachelors, please choose a course that is on the green list. And most of the courses on the green list are such as agriculture, care work assistant, transportations, and the rest of it. Other perks of coming into New Zealand is its proximity to Australia. It's very close to Australia. And you know, once a country is close to this other country, it's very easy to go through. So those of you that love to go to Australia or dream of relocating to Australia, with New Zealand is easier to move to Australia. I did not say easier. The proximity is close, so you can move in and move out. That is what I mean. Another perk is that it has the most simplified residence pathway. The pathway of becoming a permanent resident is very simple and easy compared to other countries. You can get your resident visa approved in weeks. I'm saying in weeks. In some cases, your residence permit can be approved in just weeks, compared to Canada that some it takes 6 months, 3 months, some even a year. So New Zealand, some cases is just in weeks your residence visa is approved. They pay a very good living wage, and as you know, New Zealand is one of the most beautiful country in the world with a very strong passport. When you're talking about countries with strong passports, New Zealand is one of them, and one of the most beautiful country in the world. I can assure you that you have never seen beauty if you've never gone to New Zealand. Now let's talk about the work visa to residence visa pathway. You can apply for work to resident visa from any country. You don't need to be in that country. That you don't need to be in New Zealand to apply for work visa to resident visa pathway in New Zealand. You can be in any country and apply for it. The first thing to do is to secure a job with an accredited employer in New Zealand. There are some accredited employers that once you get a job with them, you will have the pathway of work visa to residence visa. So it's not every employer that you can get that opportunity with. So you have to look out for the accredited employer. So once you get a job with them, you are eligible to apply for work to residence visa. The care workforce work to residence visa allows those with care assistant experience to apply from any country. So if you have a care assistant experience, that if you work in a care home before, you can apply for the care workforce work to residence visa. So there is a care workforce work to resident visa pathway. So if you have experience in care job, you can apply for this. The key is securing a job in New Zealand. There are a lot of sites where you can apply for these jobs. Such sites like Indeed.com and the JoraJobs.com. Another option would be sending or submitting your CVs and resumes to care facilities in New Zealand. Just go to Google, click on care facilities in New Zealand, check their website, start submitting your CVs, resumes. You might be fortunate to be called for interview, and the next thing you see yourself going. So many persons doing care job in UK did not pay those outrageous money they are talking about. No. So many of them apply to care homes from abroad to UK care facilities, and they were called. They had interviews and the rest of it. Not everybody paid that outrageous money. So the same thing you can do in New Zealand. Just search for care facilities in New Zealand, start sending CVs and resumes. Fortunately, you will be called. So don't miss this opportunity. Don't be discouraged. There is nothing. Hard work pays. So work hard. Start searching and start sending CVs and resumes. This is same thing like searching for jobs. So start doing that. Fortunately, you'll be called. Do not neglect this advice, please. If you're a bus driver or you work in transportation sector, you're eligible for transport workforce work to residence visa. The key is to polish your CV and secure a job with an accredited employer. I have said this thing before. And if you don't know, if you don't understand what it means to polish or how to polish your CV, go watch one of the video I made. I think is the title is important skills before you travel out, before you relocate. There is how to polish your CV. I gave a detailed explanation on how to polish your CVs. Polishing of CV is one of the most important skills you need before you can relocate to any country. Now look at it now, you need it even before relocating to any country. So if you don't know how to polish your CV, please go watch that video. I think I'll put it in the description box. I'll put it on the video so you see the video, so you can go watch that video so you can know how to polish your CV. There anybody that can drive manual or automatic cars can do this. So you just need to polish your CV in a way. Go watch that video. It will give you a good detail, a cool detail of how to polish your CV. And immediately you watch that video, start polishing your CV the way it's supposed to be, and then start submitting to companies, to organizations in transportation sector in New Zealand. The next is if you are in STEM field. These are degrees that are under the umbrella of science, engineering, technology. Okay, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Or if you are in a highly skilled field, you just need to go search in New Zealand government's website and check and search if your career of your course is in the eligible occupation. And if it is in the eligible occupation, then you are eligible to apply for Tier 1 green list status, which means you are eligible to straight to residence in New Zealand. You don't need to go for one work to this, then you then convert to resident. No, if you're in STEM, if your course is in STEM field, you just have straight pathway to just residency. You just need to just go to the government website, search if your occupation is in the occupational green list. Once your course is there, your career is there, your job is there, that's your occupation is there, you just need to apply straightforward to residence. That is just it. So STEM, if you are in the STEM field, you guys are the ones enjoying now. You guys are the ones balling. Most countries are looking for STEM field, STEM sector, balling. So if you are in this field, do not delay, hurry now. Go to New Zealand government website and start searching. Search for your occupation. And if you see it, please start applying. If you have a PhD or master's or BSc or registered occupation, you can be eligible for the skilled migrant work residence visa. This pathway works on a 6-point system, meaning if you meet the 6 points, you are eligible to apply for residence. For instance, a PhD in New Zealand or in abroad gets you a 6 points, while masters gets you a 5 points. PhDs and masters of some countries are exempted from taking the English test. So if you have a PhD or masters in some certain countries, you are exempted from writing IELTS test or any other English test that is approved for the New Zealand immigration. However, they need to undertake what they call NZQA assessment of their degrees. Now, this NZKA is an assessment. If you like those countries that are exempted from writing IELTS, they'll definitely have to go through this assessment. So they'll have to assess their degrees in order to be sure that they are exempted, and many other things they need to assess. So if you are writing IELTS, you won't go through this one. But if you are not writing IELTS, you go through this assessment of degrees. One more thing about the skilled migrant category is that you need a job offer that pays above the median wage of 31.61 New Zealand dollars per hour. In order to submit expression of interest, you need to have that amount. Your salary needs to be up to that 31.61 New Zealand dollars. Skilled occupations in New Zealand are classified under ANZSCO. So it is worthwhile to know your occupational classification. Work visa with an accredited employer can be extended to 5 years. This means ample time for you to be able to apply for residence visa. New Zealand has one of the most simplified residence pathway in the world. I have not seen any residence pathway as simple and easy as that of New Zealand. Theirs is very easy and stress-free. As I said earlier, in some cases, in weeks, your residence visa will be approved. So they have one of the most simple and easy residence pathway process. And another thing is that it is one of the most peaceful and loveliest place you will ever live in your life. I'm assuring you that. When it says a place is beautiful, you have not seen if you have not gone to New Zealand. Anyway, guys, we've come to the end of this video. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. And if you have any question, please put it down in the comment section. I'll be ready and available to answer all your questions. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.